We haven't gotten that far yet because we got stopped by the writer's strike, you know. But as of right now, it seems like he's on a certain course, a certain death course. And I've spoken with Eric Kripke, who's our show creator, and I don't know if he was just playing with me, but he was like, I don't know. I mean, is that? I think he was sort of hoping for it to hit him. I don't know if it has yet. And so as of right now, it looks like he's going to. But obviously, we had 9 episodes left, and that's forever. But I'll get back to you hopefully soon. My favorite bad guy in season 3? What were they? The first episode of season 3 was 7 Deadly Sins. Ooh, I love Josh Doherty, who played, I guess, Ego, who was tied up in a chair. Pride. No. Pride was awesome. Pride was a lot of fun. And you know what? Or the take that you saw was actually toned down, and he was doing this sort of crazy Independence Day, Vincent D'Onofrio thing at first. It was brilliant. It was perfect. But they decided to tone it down a little bit in the next take, and they ended up using the toned down version. But it must have been Ego that was sitting in the chair before Andy. Yeah, it was, he was, and then the second episode was, those little dudes scared me. That was actually my favorite episode of the year, was The Kids Are All Right. It was a lot of fun for me to watch, half because it was a smaller episode for me, and so I was really watching it as an audience member, as opposed to like, suck there, like, that was passable, suck there. So I got to watch it and just enjoy it, because it had been a while since we shot it, and I wasn't in a whole lot of it, so I just got to kind of watch, and I was really proud of Jensen. I thought he did a great job. I thought it was funny. I thought it was scary. And then Bad Day at Black Rock, that was the Rabbit's Foot. No real villain, I guess, just sort of. What was episode 4? Oh God, I forgot about that. Gordon I love to death. Gordon's awesome. Sterling Brown. Literally, that's funny. I wish I could claim that I meant to do that, but yes, I planned on that. No, I love Gordon. Probably Gordon. You know, it's good to have him back. He's a great actor, a great dude. And so I'd have to say, yeah, Gordon. Thanks. I was trying to think logically. Yes. Good. Thank you. We had a lot of fun doing that. Yeah.
And I really liked how just made it so clear. It's the first time that it really seemed like being like you all have come to this realization.
Right. Exactly. I mean, that's what. But.
Despite that, despite knowing it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I'd like to claim it. I give that straight to our writers who have figured out a way to make it real for us, and that was actually another, getting back to your point, it was a very, very draining episode, the Supernatural Christmas was. It was like October, and your body's kind of playing a trick on you because you're like seeing Christmas stuff and going, yay, it's Christmas time! But then it's like October 6th. And so your mind is sort of in a state of constant flux. But that was, thanks for that. I'm going to go with you, because yes. You know what? I know that my first instinct, though I love all of our producer-directors, we love it when Kim Manners shows up, because we just F around the whole time. It's constantly making fun of him. We're constantly standing up, and like, because Kim is right here, so whenever he gives us direction, we're going, where's Kim? We can hear Kim, but we can't see him. And he's sitting there and he's just pissed off. And so we had a great time with Kim, because we just love to make fun of him. And obviously he lives up there because he's our on-set producer most of the time. And so we've got this really constant relationship with him. And we have a lot of fun, and we always have a beer afterward, which is nice. And then on the flip side, another director-producer who I love, but I know it's going to be draining, is Phil Segresha, who makes amazing episodes. He does a brilliant, brilliant job. but he's a very, very artistic director. He likes to shoot a lot, and so you don't know how many times you're going to do something necessarily, but you're like, oh, I'm so tired, I'm going to suck. And then you see the episode, and it's awesome. So everybody just has their different way. You know, they both make great episodes, but they go about it different ways. Like sometimes Cam will do a shot. It's literally a shot where you only say 2 lines, and it's like, okay, moving on to after that. You're like, you don't want us to do it again from the top? He's like, no, we already got that. Like, okay, you're crazy, but all right. And Phil does a lot of different, but he also makes cool like montages and stuff like that. And his next episode rocks. So y'all are gonna be really excited with it. This is gonna be the last episode, the 12th one. Go way to the back. I won't be able to answer that question in a New York minute. It'll take some thought. But I'll think about it. No. Truthfully, no. I mean, that's my instinct, but I had a great time. I learned a lot about myself in the show. The girls were very, very sweet and very, very hardworking, and it was fun to work with them. I got to work with my buddy Riley. I mean, it was a fun shot, but I didn't take it as seriously as I needed to, which was bad, and that's probably the worst thing you can ever say if there are any employers in here. But I sort of was just having a good time. I was young. I was like 18 or 19 and a bit of a child. I'm going to go back to you. No.
Okay, well, he recently wrote an article about the political thing, about how terrible it is to become actors and actresses for like that really comfortable thing. What level of things think you're at and
I wish I knew more about. I'm very, very comfortable right now because I still am at the point where the people who approach me are fans. They're not like, hey, you're on the cover of Us Weekly, like, let's take a picture. I don't know who the hell you are, but I know I've seen you, I know I've heard your name. So I'm at a level right now that I love. I can still go out and have a good time. And if people come up, it's because they're fans of my work, or at least of the show that I'm on, which is great, because it's not just like you're famous for being famous, or even if somebody doesn't like you, they'll come up and do like it. Like if you see Britney Spears, you don't like her, you're like, hey, you know, Britney Spears, you know. And I saw, it was weird because when we were in New York, actually going back to New York Minute, the girls, we were in New York in Times Square shooting, and guys were walking around and just saying the most raunchy things to these little 17-year-old girls, and they'd never seen their work. They just knew it was the Olsen twins, and like, man, you're gonna be 18 in 6 months, like, give me a call, and saying names, and you're like, you know what, that's just wrong. I certainly would never want to be there. So I love where I'm at right now. I still get to do work that I'm proud of, and